News just coming in, the Faridabad Dalit killing update. A Central Bureau of Investigation inquiry has just been ordered by the Manohar Lal Khattar government in Haryana. Jitendra, the Dalit family head, had demanded a CBI inquiry. He said he had absolutely no faith in Haryana government. That's the man you see on your television screen. His hands got burnt trying to save his two little children, one 2 years old, the other just 11 months old. The two children were burnt alive when some upper caste men of the same village allegedly set their house on fire. Jitendra and his wife are also sleeping in the same house. The wife is still in hospital. India Today's Ashar Ahmed Khan now joins me with the latest. Ashar, a CBI inquiry finally ordered. What weighed in favor of a CBI probe?
Well, the local MP and Minister of State in the central government, Krishan Pal Gujar, was here, and he assured the family that the Haryana government will recommend for a CBI inquiry. All the demands of the family have been met by the state government. Now, senior officials of police, the Commissioner of Police was also here. They've assured the family of all protection and nothing untoward will happen to the family. Clearly, the state government and the district administration finally reaching out to the family and assuring them of all help and all support. They've been demanding a CBI inquiry, so a CBI inquiry will be ordered soon.
Ashar, stay with me for a moment. Let's just listen into Krishan Pal Gujar.
नौकरी दी जाए। तीसरा, जो पीड़ित परिवार की औरत है जो जली हुई है उसका इलाज कराया जाए और दोषियों की गिरफ्तारी हो। ये चारों बातें हमने पीड़ित परिवार की सरकार की तरफ से मान ली हैं। हमारी सरकार का प्रयास है कि दोषी कोई भी हो वो बचने ना पाए, कानून के साथ किसी को खिलवाड़ करने नहीं देंगे और पीड़ित परिवार के प्रति सरकार की पूरी संवेदना है। पूरी सरकार पीड़ित परिवार के साथ है, लेकिन मैं खास तौर से सभी राजनीतिक दलों के नेताओं से, पार्टियों से एक विनम्र निवेदन करना चाहता हूं, कम से कम इस रंजिश को, जो पारिवारिक रंजिश है, इसको जातीयता का रंग ना दें, इसको राजनीतिक रंग ना दें। मैं खास तौर से राहुल भैया से प्रार्थना करना चाहूंगा, ये हरियाणा शांति प्रिय प्रदेश है, इसको अशांत करने का काम ना करें। यहाँ के लोग भाईचारे से, प्यार से, शांति प्रिय ढंग से यहाँ पर रहते आए हैं, इसलिए इस शांति को भंग ना करें, इसको राजनीतिक रंग ना दें, क्योंकि हम यहाँ पर पीड़ित परिवार को संवेदना व्यक्त करने आए हैं। उनकी जो जायज मांगे हैं उनको सुनने आए हैं, उनको मानने आए हैं पूरी। और इसके लिए हमारी सरकार ने प्रोएक्टिव थी, प्रशासन भी प्रोएक्टिव था। तुरंत ही दोषियों में से 6 लोगों को गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया है।
Krishan Pal Gujar, Union Minister and BJP MP from the area, he's just ordered a CBI inquiry into the Dalit children killing in this Faridabad village. This was the main demand of Jitendra, the family head. He's also demanded that the government look after his wife's treatment, pay for it. The government's accepted that. All the accused in this case, their action should be taken against that. That is what the government has assured Jitendra. A CBI inquiry has been ordered. The BJP also attacking the Congress party, with Krishan Pal Gujar saying Rahul Bhaiya se appeal, an appeal to the Congress party, Vice President Rahul Gandhi, no politics on this issue. So a CBI inquiry has just been ordered in this case. This was the principal demand. The government has also assured that they will bear all expenses of Jitendra's wife's treatment in hospital. There is still massive police deployment in this area. The highway blockade, of course, has now been removed. The Dalit family, till a short while back, was saying, who do they go to if no one in the government is willing to listen to them?
गाँव नहीं जाऊंगा मैं कभी भी, गाँव में नहीं जाऊंगा मैं, अपने बच्चों को लेकर कहीं जाऊंगा मैं, बच्चों को लेकर। बच्चों को गाँव में, मेरे बच्चों को मैं अभी कहीं बढ़िया सी जगह पे लेकर जाऊंगा।
जितेंद्र जी अब यहाँ से जा रहे हैं। जितेंद्र जी कोई आश्वासन दिया?
कोई आश्वासन ना दिया।
तो किस लिए आप यहाँ से हट रहे हैं?
पुलिस ले बजाएंगे, उसकी वजह से जा रहे हैं हम।
देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे जो परिवार वाले हैं वो काफी नाराज हैं। वो इसलिए भी दुखी हैं, कह रहे हैं कि हमारे ऊपर लाठीचार्ज किया गया है और हमारे इनका आरोप ये है कि हमको जबरदस्ती यहाँ से हटाया जा रहा है। कोई आश्वासन इन लोग को दिया नहीं गया है। जितेंद्र से भी हमने बात की, वो कह रहे हैं कि हम लोग को प्रशासन ने कोई आश्वासन नहीं दिया, बस ये धमकी दी है कि वो यहाँ से हट जाए और इसलिए वो लोग यहाँ से उठ के जा रहे हैं। कैमरा पर्सन कृपाल सिंह।
The Congress Party Vice President Rahul Gandhi also visited this village. He met Jitendra, promised him all possible help. When journalists asked him if this was a photo op, as the BJP is alleging, let's listen in to Rahul Gandhi's response.
That's insulting. It is insulting that someone says that when someone comes here. It's not insulting to me, it's insulting to these people. What is it, a photo op? What do you mean? People are dying left, right and center in this country. People are being beaten up in this country. What do you mean it's an open photo op? So yes, absolutely I will visit. I will visit again and again and again.
That's an angry Rahul Gandhi. He thundered, what do you mean a photo op? I will visit again and again and again. Sudhanshu Mittal of the BJP joins me on the broadcast. Sanjay Jha represents the Congress party on the broadcast. Sudhanshu Mittal, explain, what do you mean photo op? Rahul Gandhi says that the voices of the poor and the downtrodden are systematically being silenced in your government.
Gaurav, I think this question should be addressed by Mr. Rahul Gandhi to Sunita Kohli. You will all recollect that he had visited and stayed at the house of Sunita Kohli on January 26, 2008. The Dalit woman, the famous Dalit woman. I have her statement on 20th March 2012. Here is the statement. And in this statement she says exactly the same. कि राजीव गांधी जी आए, राहुल गांधी जी आए और आके फोटो खिंचवा के चले गए। मैं इतने दिनों से उनसे संपर्क करने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ, कांग्रेस के नेताओं से कोशिश कर रही हूँ, लेकिन कोई नहीं कर रहा।
Respond to this, Sanjay Jha. The allegation that the BJP is leveling is this is nothing but a photo op.
Gaurav, it is almost disgusting that when you have had such a brutal, violent killing in Faridabad, where a 2-year-old and an 11-month-old have been burnt to death, that Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal, instead of responding to your question, came with some prepared historical kind of research that he's done to try and attack Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Let me tell Mr. Mittal this, and let me put what is there in the public domain. Mr. Mittal, can you please tell the people of India and all the viewers of India today, why has the Bharatiya Janata Party allowed an ordinance that was actually brought in by the UPA? You allowed it to lapse, which is called the Scheduled Caste, Scheduled Tribe Prevention of Atrocities Act. You allowed it to lapse. Can you tell us why? Can you tell us an act that was meant to strengthen the official machinery of states and the centre to prevent the kind of atrocities that have happened? Why has Mr. Modi allowed that to lapse, but he was okay to pushing through the land ordinance twice over? That tells
and this
you
is a fair point, especially when it comes to administration not acting. Sudhanshu Mittal, 6 policemen sent to guard the Dalit family.
And
all
Gaurav,
of them
let me
not
add one
there.
more point.
2 little toddlers burnt alive.
Yeah, and
the Chief
Gaurav,
Minister hasn't found time to visit them.
And Gaurav, a second point.
Gaurav,
a second point. The Congress President Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji wrote to the Prime Minister of India, giving him instances.
Sure.
No. Let me add to that. Gaurav, let me add it to the first question.
Okay.
That Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji wrote to the Prime Minister of India, warning him that there were a lot of Dalit atrocities happening. She gave instances of violent killing happening in Rajasthan, where 4 of them were killed, 4 Dalits were killed, including in Maharashtra. The Prime Minister has not even responded to the letter.
Okay.
And now you have this incident in Haryana, and Mr. Mittal believes this is politics.
Mr. Mittal, respond to this.
After the eloquent verbosity of Mr. Jha, I think he'll allow me to speak and not interrupt in between. Mr. Jha, we are discussing a very gruesome murder which has taken place in Haryana, and this murder is reflective of the most perverse mindset which must be condemned. The issue is not the murder. The entire polity as well as everybody is unanimous that it is gruesome and such things cannot be tolerated in a civilized society. What we are discussing is the conduct of Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who has angrily retorted, what do you mean by this? I have merely
Why have you allowed the ordinance to lapse, Mr. Mittal? That's a question that even Gaurav has posed to you.
Sir, you have a very bad habit. You have a very bad habit that when you get frustrated after replies, you do not let somebody else speak. I have not yet come to what you have asked me. Allow me to speak. I'll address your answer also.
Okay.
Now, I have just merely shown you a statement of a victim in whose house Mr. Rahul Gandhi himself had slept just to show his concern. And when she says it is a photo op, when she says he's not concerned, it's not me, it's not BJP saying that. But put that aside. You have just now again talked about why an ordinance has been allowed to be lapsed. It's the first time you've told me. I'll certainly go back and do my research to get you the answer. But sir, I would have really appreciated that as a vigilant Congress, your people should have raised the matter and said why it has been allowed to lapse. I have had
Sanjay Jha, the other aspect, okay, you've made your point. Sudhanshu Mittal, you've made your point. Sanjay Jha, the BJP leadership, Anil Vij, the state health minister, also says 3 Dalits were killed last year. Rahul Gandhi did not visit. 2 Dalit girls were raped. Rahul Gandhi did not visit. That time, there was a Congress government in the state. There was a Congress government at the center. If this is not politics, what else is the BJP's allegation?
Well, let me tell you, Gaurav, let's answer that in all its practical honesty. There are murders, deaths being committed day in and day out all over the country against Dalits, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, oppressed the minorities. I'll give you one classic example here. Look at what happened in Dadri. Let's talk about that. You had
Can we for a moment talk about Haryana, where this incident has taken place? I will come to Dadri in a moment, but I want to specifically, Anil Vij's allegation, is there merit in it or should it be dismissed?
I am saying you have to dismiss the argument because there are innumerable incidents happening all over the country. And the point is that Mr. Gandhi has, I can give you right now, I've got a laundry list of places where Mr. Gandhi has gone. Therefore, I want to bring you to Dadri because that is what the country is talking about. The reason why you're talking about Dadri today, for example, where Mr. Gandhi went, but obviously we don't know where Mr. Modi is because he's too busy shaking hands with Mark Zuckerberg and CEOs all over the world. The truth of the matter is the BJP denied that this was an orchestrated killing. And today you have a fact-finding commission that tells you it was an orchestrated killing.
Okay.
Therefore,
when I talk about Dadri, I will take this in greater detail, but for the moment I am restricting myself to
because we know what has happened in Vallabhgarh communal violence.
Mittal, you're also in the line of fire. Look at the Congress party. Why should it not be described as being extremely sensitive? You had former Chief Minister Bhupinder Singh Hooda who visited. You had Kumari Shelja who visited. You had Rahul Gandhi who visited today. Yes. When it comes to the BJP leadership, where was the Chief Minister? Where was the administration? Poor Jitendra, who's lost 2 children, is crying. Nobody from the administration out there to reassure him. Sudhanshu Mittal.
I think, Rahul, I think, Gaurav, you have got your facts wrong. You just had the local MP, you had the local MLA, all of them going there. We don't want to make spectacle.
Only now in the evening. This incident took place 2 days ago.
Allow me to finish. Allow me to finish. What is critical is, do you want to inflate passions or do you want calm and peace to return? The fundamental to all this is, first, you must ensure that the situation returns back to peace. Because it's very easy to kindle fire, to arouse passions, which the Congress has been trying to do. As I said, I just heard Mr. Jha, who very conveniently never answered to what Mr. Anil Vijay has to say. Let me tell you one more thing, Mr. Jha. When murder took place of the famous writer Kalburgi in Karnataka, I would have thought Mr. Rahul Gandhi to have visited there, but he did not. I don't think it was important to him. When on 18th May, you had Anand Sagar, who was a member of the upper caste of Apara community, got lynched because he married a Lingayat, and that happened in Raichur in Karnataka. I thought it was a very serious...
No, gentlemen, both of you are digressing. The Congress talks about Dadri and you're talking about Kalburgi. Why aren't both of you not sticking to the issue at hand? The Dalit murder of two little toddlers, does that not shake your conscience? Whether the Congress or the BJP in Faridabad, next door to Delhi. Let's talk about that for once.
Gaurav,
it's only now that the BJP leadership visited and Krishan Pal Gujjar... No, Sanjay Jha, respond to this. Krishan Pal Gujjar says, Rahul Bhaiya is par rajniti na kare, bachcho ki jaan gayi hai. Haryana mein, there is peace in Haryana. Do not disturb that peace by indulging in politics. That is what the BJP says. Sanjay Jha.
You know, can I give an example, Gaurav? And this is something that I think the media needs to be very, very off. You'll remember the minister made a threat to the media on October 2nd, actually. I remember the
date.
Which
minister?
When he said we will not allow people to come into the village. And they implemented it because they don't want the country to talk about the gruesome attacks which we all know are organized and have their own
Gaurav asked him, why is he lying?
The truth of the matter,
why aren't either of you talking about the incident at hand?
Just give me a
why aren't you talking about what's happening in Sunped village in Faridabad?
The truth is,
somebody is talking about Dadri, somebody is talking about Karnataka. Let's talk about what's happening
BJP.
You have Gaurav,
absolutely, you know, this is the BJP strategy. What about Turi?
One person at a time. Sudhanshu Mittal, let Sanjay Jha answer.
You have Sanjay a BJP government in the
Rahul
center.
Bhaiya Rajniti na kare is Krishan Pal Gujjar.
And you are today in government. And under your nose, under the Prime Minister's nose, Ballabgarh communal violence happened. Do I need to tell you about what happened in Atali? I hope you know the details. You don't have to go back and get some feedback from your PR or research agency. And number two, this is happening right in Haryana, which is in close proximity to where Delhi is. It's all happening there. Dadri is, by the way, 50 kilometers away from Delhi, and you don't know what's going on. Your own leaders are making inflammatory statements, and Mr. Khattar's statement, by the way, on beef has not got unnoticed by anybody at all.
Okay.
So where is the responsibility of the BJP leadership? Okay. This is a ghastly incident. I don't want to bring politics into it, but you need to be more responsible, Mr. Mittal.
Okay. The allegation that Abhishek Manu Singhvi has levelled Sudhanshu Mittal against the BJP is extremely serious. He's saying all of this is very deliberate to communalize and polarize the two communities. The BJP is doing this by design, he says. Sudhanshu Mittal.
Gaurav, a caste problem is communal. Either my English is pathetic or the obsession of the Congress to paint everything communal speaks volumes of the mindset. You just heard Mr. Jha saying this is a communal incident. If there is a conflict between the Rajput and the Dalits, it is communal. Sir, pardon me. Allow me. Sir, don't intervene.
Whether caste politics or communal politics is equally bad for a 21st century India that talks about make in India, invest in India, sir.
Gaurav, are we going to have a monologue? Are we going to have a monologue? You know, either let's conduct a serious, sensible debate where everybody is getting a chance to speak.
I'm waiting for your response,
somebody has to butt in like what Mr. Jha is trying today. So the second issue is, do not give colors to a law and order situation. This is a gruesome murder which has taken place out of personal enmities, which raises, which shakes the consciousness of any civilized society. Because in any society, there cannot be room for violence. Having said so and having reaffirmed the faith of anybody, including BJP or anybody, you know, in a civilized society, nobody can be seen to be endorsing violence.
Okay.
So after having said that, to be accused of inciting violence in this is perverse. I think the only design is not to address what has happened there. There is a law and order problem there. That law and order problem is being confronted by taking
Respond
action
to that,
against the
Sanjay Jha.
and
apart from Sudhanshu Mittal, it is also Krishan Pal Gujjar, the area MP, who says this is an old feud between two families, one of the upper caste, one of the Dalit family. It's an old feud. Murders have taken place in the past. The Congress should not try to politicize this issue, and this specific request went to Rahul Bhaiya, as Krishan Pal Gujjar says.
You know, Gaurav, I think the worrying aspect is the fact that every time, whether it's been a caste violence or there has been, you know, a communal death that has happened, what is most disturbing is how the Bharatiya Janata Party completely absolves itself of any responsibility. Let me borrow the term of the Prime Minister. He tried to wash his hands off the Dadri lynching by saying, you know, that's a state problem, it's a law and order problem.
Gaurav,
now
are we
here,
discussing this
it's a law and order problem,
or are we
it's a
discussing what
BJP
Mr.
government, but you'll find an extraordinary level of
I completely agree.
1 minute, let the CBI investigation establish.
Can we talk about Faridabad and not Dadri and Karnataka and whatever else is happening across the country? We're specifically talking about what's happening here, Sanjay Jha. Faridabad, focus Faridabad.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a law and order problem.
Exactly my point.
Is it? Respond to this. Sanjay Jha, is this a law and order problem, as Sudhanshu Mittal says? That is just a law and order problem. There's nothing deeper.
Mr. Mittal, the CBI will unearth the truth. But can anything justify the killing of two innocent children?
Absolutely nothing can. Nothing can. The BJP also says, Sanjay Jha, the BJP also says that Rahul Gandhi, Sudhanshu Mittal, give me a moment. The BJP also says, Sanjay Jha, that Rahul Gandhi visited Kalavati's family. Kalavati got no justice after that visit. Rahul Gandhi also made several other visits. Nothing beyond photo ops came out of that. That is the BJP's allegation. Your response, sir.
Well, Gaurav, let me tell you, Mr. Gandhi visits many places. I can list to you hundreds of places. He went to Mirchpur in Haryana where nobody was even aware of the fact that he was there.
How many places
now, I can tell you one thing for a fact. Mr. Mittal, now you are interrupting me.
Okay.
Mr. Mittal, you are interrupting me. Give
Mr.
me
Mittal, kindly, Sudhanshu Mittal, kindly let Sanjay Jha respond, please.
You are getting a comparison between where Mr. Rahul Gandhi goes and where Mr. Narendra Modi goes. But the truth of the matter is if anybody did a photo op, if anybody has done a photo op, Mr. Mittal, I saw it on India Today channel when India Today channel showed, I think Shiv Arun showed how Mr. Modi actually pushed Mark Zuckerberg out of a frame because he wanted to look great on camera. That is called a photo op. I think Mr. Rahul Gandhi today has made a very fitting and pertinent answer that I will come again and again if I have to do it for the right cause. Mr. Mittal, you told me not to interrupt. You're doing that yourself.
Exactly, and Sudhanshu Mittal, respond to this. Rahul Gandhi is picking up an issue that has actually shaken the nation's conscience when two little children are burnt alive, sir. It shakes the very foundation of whatever we say we stand for. And that's the time that the Manohar Lal Khattar government is expected to deliver justice. We haven't heard of why there were lapses on the part of the police. The police failed to protect these little children. They were supposed to be deployed there. Two children died. The father is crying. The mother is hospitalized. What is the government doing, sir?
Gaurav, a most horrific murder has taken place. And those responsible will be punished for that. Is there anybody's brief that no action would not be taken? So much so that the matter has been referred. Allow me. So much so that the matter has been referred to the CBI primarily because no local influences should be able to let the guilty go unpunished. The most sincere effort and the approach has taken place. Instead of now trying to normalize the situation and not giving it a communal, not giving it a caste twist and inflate passions, a law and order problem is being sought to be treated as a law and order problem. But everybody is trying to fish in troubled waters. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, whose own record of having visited these places has been dismal, as I pointed out, from the statement of Sunita.
Closing comments, Sanjay Jha.
Now what is he doing?
CBI inquiry has been ordered. Is the Congress party now satisfied? That was what the family demanded, a CBI inquiry. Now there will be a CBI inquiry into the killing of the two little children.
Well, let me tell you that one needs a dispassionate, time-bound inquiry and justice, because here is a family, Gaurav, that's devastated. And you know, if you can't give justice to people who are impoverished, who belong to the weakest sections of society, then I think we fail as a country. And let me tell you, the problem is that the police force is institutionalized, bias exists. We all know that. And it's the poor, it's the Dalits, it's the scheduled caste, it's the scheduled tribe who suffer. And I want to make this point to you, Mr. Mittal. Your party, every time Mr. Rahul Gandhi goes anywhere where somebody is oppressed, somebody is killed, somebody is murdered, you make the same noises. I'm getting the sense of deja vu here all over again. The BJP saying the same thing. For God's sake.
Gentlemen, I have run out of time on the broadcast. Sanjay Jha insists this isn't a photo op. The BJP continues to say all Rahul Gandhi does is visit for a photo op. We leave the decision to you. For the moment, Sanjay Jha and Sudhanshu Mittal, many thanks for joining me on the broadcast. A quick break. News and updates continue on India Today. Stay with us.